Holy Spirit.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate. Holy Spirit. Activate. Activate.
Hey, hey.
Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate. Holy Spirit. Activate. Activate.
Hey, hey.
Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate. Holy Spirit. Activate. Activate.
Hey, hey.
Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate. Holy Spirit. Activate. Activate.
Hey, hey.
Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate. Holy Spirit. Activate. Activate.
Hey, hey.
Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way?
Sorry. Sorry. Hi everyone. Almost 800 people in the building. Oh my goodness, y'all are nosy. Must be real boring out here. I love you guys. Welcome back to the Shine Everywhere Show. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. 1 second, I have to fix something. Otherwise, it's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, sorry. We Needed a little bit more light in here. Okay. I hate doing dark shows. So I love you guys. Welcome back to my show. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. As the title says, King Harris exposes T.I. live. T.I. His son in response, King, in response at a Falcons game. Okay. So, whoa, right? I was making tea because this is some tea. Now, if you don't know who we're talking about, where the have you been? But yes, so today, the Falcons game, T.I., Tiny, and King all went to the game. Okay, and they're saying on Twitter, they're saying this happened because allegedly King was being bullied. That's what that word. Hold on, put us up. That's what that word. That's what that word. Pause. Pause, please. Pause. Thanks. So it says right here, rapper T.I. and singer Tiny getting into altercation with son King Harris over them not defending him against bullies. Allegedly, T.I. had to go upside King head and alone. Okay. My girl, Catherine Harris said that on of the Twitter. Okay, on X. Okay. I am not saying this. All right. This is them saying it, not me. Okay. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So allegedly, there was a verbal altercation with King and other people at the Falcons game, and allegedly, T.I. and Tiny did not say anything while he, had this spat. Okay, and I'm assuming that T.I. wanted King to chill out, is what it's giving, kind of like in the video. He just wanted him to chill. So when he's stating that you're embarrassing your family, I think it's because of the other people King was talking to, and then it switched on to T.I. Is what I'm gathering. Okay, so the altercation was between King and other people. Okay, and that energy switched onto T.I. once T.I., I believe, was stating something like you're embarrassing, or you're embarrassing the family, and so on and so forth. So let's go to Gossip of this. Well, actually, here it is, got right here. Gossip of City. Is this the whole video? Is this the whole video? I think this is the whole video. Okay. So let me make this bigger. Okay. And we're going to watch the video. If you haven't seen the video, here it is.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
What is she talking about? Get out of me, nigga. Man, get out of me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
What is she talking about? Get out of me, nigga. Man, get out of me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
So there you have it. This is definitely what happened. Okay. Now I'm gonna break it down a little bit, but let's get into a lot of your questions. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 1,500 people in the building already. Please hit the like. With having over 1,500 people in the building, we should be at least 800 likes. If you could please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. It's free. Real easy, cheap way to support the channel. If you could just stop for a moment and just tap that like button, I would really appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So people are requesting information in the chat. I saw that one of your questions were where was Tiny? Or was that Tiny? Tiny was there. Okay, I want everybody to know that. Tiny was definitely in the building. Okay, she had on a Falcons jersey. I'm sure I'm sure you heard a couple of that because that was her at the beginning of the video. When King, okay, that was Tiny at the beginning of the video. And then she pushed him, girl. And then you heard King say, bzz, like the mosquito he looked like. Like the mosquito he looked like a girl. So I guess Tiny was there. You may not have recognized her. Normally she has on her nursing outfit. It was not her nursing outfit today. She was not in the hospital, the veterinarian. She was there, absolutely oinking and all. Never should have kissed you. Now, Tiny was trying to calm him down at the beginning of the video. Okay. Now Tiny's used to this. Okay. When you know, raising a pig pen, you're used to the pigs going, just going crazy in a girl. So she was used to that. He is not. Okay. He is not. Okay. He's like Dave. So the girl. So that's what I were. So absolutely she was there. Absolutely. And she was, trying to, back him up, because he was trying to get to TI. A little piece to get, because he wasn't really trying to get TI. Because if he was trying to get TI, he could have got TI because TI got to him. So if he was really trying to get to it, was more so of a hold me back. Here, give me your hand, hold me back. Oh, but yeah. It was more like the, because he didn't want no smoke. So Tip ended up, running up on his son. Be like, look here, Shawty, be clear. You embarrassing the family, Shawty. You embarrassing the family, Shawty. Be clear. Okay. So Tip was like, be clear. You disrespecting the whole family, Shawty. That's what I heard. You disrespecting all Atlanta. Be clear, Shawty. So the girl, he was upset. He was upset. And with him being upset, Tip, because he didn't like how his son, your son, was acting. Okay, because expeditiously your son learned to stand on business due to you. Okay, you taught your son, I stand on business. I stand on business. I stand on business. Now move, ma. I stand on business. So that's what that word. So like father, like son, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And remember, you said it out of your own mouth. Hold on, wait a minute. No, I come with a good receipt. You said it out of your own mouth, Crime Stopper. Okay, T.I. stick your foot in Women Harris. Looky here. Hold on. T.I. said, son, King Harris will end up in prison if he keeps this ish up. Now let's get down to where you said it your own self. Right here. No, not right here. Not right here. Right here. So today, September 2nd, his father, T.I., joined the discussion. T.I.'s quote, if he gotten, okay, whatever that is, keep this up, ish up, okay, his arse going to prison. The Atlanta rapper said during an Instagram live, ghetto as hell. He said, ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'ma be able to do about it. He said, okay, the live your life orders continue. Cause I know that entity. I would that entity. Okay. Now, Tip, you said that if your badass son don't sit down somewhere, that he gonna end up in jail because you know that energy. You said you were that energy. Okay, Shawty, be clear. Okay, before you join Crime Stoppers, Tip, okay, law-abiding citizen, okay, look here. You said that you realized that energy in that baby of yours, in that child of yours, when he had just got locked up for being unattractive. Okay, so agree. So with people wondering if T.I. know that his son is just like him, he absolutely do. Okay, the only difference is that they don't look alike. They absolutely do not. Okay, and a piece of this word correct. T.I. was cute. Okay. King ain't been cute since he was 7. So agree. Moving right along. So this family was unattractive as hell at this damn Falcons game, and it's a shame these people couldn't play this sport and just play this sport. It's a shame they're getting overshadowed because the ghetto is in the family hustle, is in the audience with no camera crew. Okay, absolutely. King is absolutely cute in the dark. Absolutely. I'm not even gonna argue with you. In the dark, if it's like this, fine as hell. Mm-hmm. Like this, model. Okay, I'm not gonna take that away from you, Wigger. I'm gonna let you have that, Wigger. So there you go. Shout out to Bella Donna, okay. She said he cute. He surely is. Like this. Absolutely. He Ray cute. He's Stevie Wonder cute. Is what he is, a girl. Yes. You gotta touch the face. This the nose. You have a whole handful of nose. So a girl. So gays, intoxicated in the dark, a girl. Model. And that's on period. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Over 2,000 people in the building. Please hit the like. Now, Attorney. Okay, now let's break the video down. Now I'm gonna break it down. So we're gonna watch it together. And we're gonna break it down.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on
So this fly sitting over here hooping and hollering, and he go time right there. She putting it.
Why you let somebody
that's what that word. Now time they have pushed him. Okay, that's what that word. My girl. What? Please let King live, please. I am. I'm not saying nothing about him. I'm trying to move on. Y'all the ones stuck on the past, okay? Y'all still in 37 seconds ago. Come join us in 40 seconds later. So, my girl. So look, I'm trying to let him breathe. Y'all the one who keeps stepping on his chest. So, my girl. So y'all. Now, Tyler was pushing him. She was pushing him. That's what I were. Now, she was doing that because she was trying to calm him down, okay? Because he was trying to get to her man. Now, Zanique done already told y'all that Tiny be choosing to try to be clear over these churn, okay? Now, we're going to have a serious conversation in a little bit. We're going to break this down, okay? But see, y'all keep saying that King is disrespectful. I'm not saying y'all are wrong, okay? I'm just saying I don't view it that way. I do not view it as King being disrespectful. I don't. I really don't. And we're going to get into why. Okay. This is not Tiny's fault. Okay. We did not expect. Pork ain't supposed to be in this equation. Okay. But we put Tiny in it. So it is what it is because she was there. Of course, Tiny was there. She bought everybody tickets. She's the breadwinner. She bought everybody tickets. So she was on her way to the concession stand to buy everybody stuff, hot dogs, all of that stuff. So she came there, of course, because how were they going to get in without her? Okay, she paid for her tickets. So please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Now, she shouldn't have got in this. Okay, she shouldn't have got in this. And the reason she shouldn't have got in this is because this is not the first time something like this has happened, okay? So this is why Tiny was trying to hurry up and de-escalate the situation because it's like, look, we in public, okay? We is in public. We is in public. I'm not calling kids ugly. King is not a child. King is not a child. Y'all want him to be a kid so bad. He was someone's kid once upon a time. But when you get mug shots, you are no longer a child. Okay. Now I bit my tongue while he was a minor. I absolutely did. I mean, it is what it is. I have children. To some people, they may be beautiful. To some people, they may be ugly. I don't care. I literally don't care. I don't care. So you can say whatever you want about my kids. I really don't care because it's not going to change how I treat them and how I think of them. So I truly don't care. But there's nothing childlike about that mosquito. So I really don't understand what you mean by why you calling kids ugly. This is not a child. Major is still a child, basically. You know, he's under the age of 18. So anything under 18 to me is a kid. Is how I look at it. I don't say anything negative about him. I don't say anything negative about Eris. They're kids. Why would I? Now, when Eris turned 18, 19, 20, something like that, if I feel a type of way about her, I'm going to say it. I don't care that she said, I'm somebody's kid too. You say that to say what? Girl, please. Take that pathetic ass shit elsewhere. We really don't care, girl. King look like a mosquito, and you're mad. And you're mad. And you're mad. No, he's very so much grown. 17-year-olds don't go to jail. 17-year-olds don't get booked. They go to juvie. They don't go to jail. Like, no, he was just a jail. Hollis King, what, 19, 20 years old? Like, yeah, no, he's a grown-ass man. He absolutely is. And his younger brother is in high school. Because Major is in high school. How is King still in high school? Like, he's grown. He may act like he's still in high school, but he's no child. He absolutely not. He just went to jail. Like, what adult? Not tried as one. Literal adult. Hair flip. Yes, he's 19, ugly one. Or ugly 20, whichever one is, he grown. And I can say what I want to say about him. Hair flip. If he don't like it, he can run up on me. He's an adult. Like, he can literally hit me right here if he don't like it. But ain't nobody else gonna do it but you back. Moving right along, if I was really interrupted by stupidity, I was getting into how tiny Oink Oink Harris was over here jumping into the equation, and she should have stayed out of it. And the reason why I feel like she should have stayed out of it, a girl, is because you're a woman. So, like, back up, okay? Because this is a physical situation. And what situations, like child or not, when situations like when they're that angry, when they're that upset to where you're pushing him, all he sees is red. It's kind of like, just get out of his way. Try to like talk him down, you know, if you can, but you don't need to approach him, because then that aggression could be put towards you and it's not meant for you, like, at all whatsoever. Okay. So the discussion got really heated. I find it mighty weird in this situation how she would prevent King from getting to T.I., but didn't prevent T.I. from getting King. This is what they be talking about. This is what the children be talking about. That she always putting T.I. before them. I would agree with them. I would agree. I would agree. Because if anything, she should be trying to calm her husband down. Because he's an adult. So he's the more, like, I mean, I get King is an adult too. But T.I. tries to make it seem like he's so expeditiously, you know, smart and, you know, can control himself, you know, things like that. It's like, no, you should have been trying to calm your husband down. Like, hey, that's your son, you know, like that ain't on the street. That's your son. Okay, he's young, he's 19, you know, however it is. You know how they are, you know, they're hot-headed, just like you are, you know, you hot-headed too. So, but at the end of the day, it's your kid. Like, she should have been talking to him, trying to calm him down, not her son. Because it's gonna be easier to calm your man down. That's how I would view it. If my man and my kid was arguing, I'm gonna try to calm my man down first. Just because it's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to chill because you about to get jumped and don't even realize it. You about to get, you like, your life is in like 360 danger. Because if you touch my son, it's up. Absolutely. You touch my son and it's up. It's up. Touch him. And it's up. So I would rather calm you down because you don't realize you about to get jumped. Okay? Now that I got you calm, let me go on over here and get with him. Because he could calm down too. So let me go over here and talk to him. But let me calm you down real quick because I really didn't plan on beating you up today. So yeah, I really didn't wake up this morning like, you know, you're gonna beat up your man. Like I don't know. So but yeah, so because I'm gonna choose my kid every time, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent. And because it's my kid, like there's just instinct, I'm going to protect them. So yeah, so that's the main reason I would come to spot down first, and then I would have approached my kid. Okay, like, hey, you need to chill. Okay, you're grounded. You absolutely are. You're grounded from your apartment. Now you have to come stay at my house. You're not driving your Range Rover. Like, you're grounded. So, you know, that's whatever. So I just feel like she shouldn't have been involved herself. I'm not gonna say not is she's a mom. So of course, you know, she's going to involve herself in some way, shape, or form. I get that out of, again, instinct. You're going to do that. I get it. But it's how you involve yourself, right? And so with King, you know, he's hooping and hollering, he's mad.
Why you letting him play
About
with me like
business,
that? Why you
all
letting
of
him play with
that,
me like that?
all of that.
No,
You
ain't
know,
no
trying to calm him down. She's pushing him.
You are
You know,
embarrassing yourself and
pushed
the
her.
family, nigga. You
I don't think he
embarrassing
pushed her to try to
yourself.
hurt her.
You
I
are
think he just
embarrassing
wanted
yourself.
her out of the
You
way.
are embarrassing
Like,
yourself.
mom, move. Like
Hey,
that.
nigga.
So he hooping and hollering, and then T.I. hooping and hollering back in. Now this
Well, you
T.I.
can't do
grabbing him,
nothing.
okay? Now this when T.I. puts his hands around his throat, okay? Oh, the video's not muted. Oh, it's not muted. Sorry. Sorry. The video's not muted. Okay, so that was when T.I. was, you know, putting his hands around his, you know, and all of that stuff. No, I get it. People are stating that that King is wrong, blah, blah, blah. I get it. King definitely should treat his parents and father better. I'm not going to state, oh, he should act like that. He should act like that. He should act like that. No. But I will say this. T.I.'s son, King Harris, spills truth about family hustle. The show got people confused. T.I.'s domestic life was broadcast for 6 entire seasons following the release from prison over a decade back. The King of the South's son, King Harris, has now offered his thoughts on the entire operation. In an Open Thoughts interview published on Saturday, October 7th, Harris discussed T.I. and Tiny, the family hustle, with host Funny Marco. He said that while the show makes it look like he's a part of the T.I. and Tiny household, in reality, that's not the case. His quote, "There's a lot about the TV show that got people confused," he said, "because I lived with my grandma. We'll go to T.I. and Tiny's house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we're shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They come get me at grandma's house, and right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house." Okay, so this definitely explains a lot. This explains that, T.I., you're a bad father. T.I., you're not a good father. Tiny, you're not the best mom. I'm not gonna say that you're like entirely like a bad mom, no, but I don't think that you two are good parents. I really don't. Zanique came forward and stated that, and she cried, and stated that she felt like her mother always chose T.I. over her, that she was always traveling with him. They would go everywhere together and, you know, kind of leave them, you know, in the background and stuff like that. So for people to, I think what King is saying is completely correct, that people get the show confused. You think that because I'm on the show and listed as if I'm in the household with them, that he's actually like raising us and she's actually raising us, and we get our nurturing and our rules and the things that we do, how we go about life and whatnot, we get that from them. No, it's not like that. Domani and his brother were raised by, you know, their parents. What was the pretty girl name? And she my girl. T.I.'s other daughter. She Deja. What was her Deja? She was raised by her mother. You know, her mother raised her. She saw her father, you know, and whatnot, but it wasn't like a he raised me type of situation. He did not. So, and with Deja in the background, self-harming, you know, and doing things to herself, a lot of the children, the majority of the children, they all have issues in some way, shape, or form. There's some issue that they have with T.I. and Tiny. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So I don't expect King to respect T.I. as like a father that raised him. No. T.I. was out doing business ventures, movies, and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, you're making money, which is great, but you're abandoning your role as a parent. And it's the same thing with Tiny, because Tiny would do a lot of that traveling and go and whatnot with T.I. So she's abandoning the children as well. You know, that's abandonment, even if you don't look at it that way. If you look at it as I'm out here working, it's like, okay, just like you're out here working, you need to make sacrifices. And T.I. was not making any sacrifices to raise his children. That's why I always said in my surviving T.I.s, when we did survive the family hustle, you know, and whatnot, that T.I. is not a good father. That and I don't say that to be like judgmental or rude or cruel. It's not those things. It's just you can't be a good father not being present. You have to be present in order to instill that respect, even the fear. You know, when a kid will fear doing certain things because they don't want to upset you. If you're not around, you have children that will rebel and are more prone to do negative things just because you're not present, or just because it makes you care about them. You know, you're out there living your life, doing your thing, and they feel alone. They feel abandoned by you. So a lot of them will get in trouble, you know, and go to court and stuff like that, just because then you're there, you're present, you're all of those things, all of the things that you should just be naturally. And you're not. So, and I think that King feels that way about both parents. Now, I think that Tiny has been a bit more consistent in being in her children's life, with them living with her mother, because that's the grandmother that King is talking about, his grandmother, his mom's mom, that he was living with. And Tiny is close to her mother. So yeah, I'm sure that's why it's a little easier for him to stomach his mom and for him to be a little bit more respectful when it comes to her, just because she has been more present. But when it comes to T.I., he's like a visitor. That you're not like my dad. For King to say, they will call us and we will come over there and film. And then after we will film, I will leave and go back to my grandmother's house. That means you are abandoning your responsibility, because they shouldn't have left and went nowhere. King shouldn't have left and went nowhere. He should have stayed with his parents. So King is raised with the persona of the only time I was really in your life when we were doing this show. That's the really only time you spent with me, when we were doing this show. And in actuality, you were off doing you. My mom was out there with you, out doing her. But then y'all stopped doing interviews like, oh, family matters so much to me. And it's family. And King is looking at it like you're a... If King looking at it like that, I cannot knock him for that. I cannot. And it's definitely there, because when you love your kid, I would never want to have to put my hands on one of my sons, any of my children. But I wouldn't actually like literally want to go to blows with my kid. Like that would take a lot, you know, and it would be hard for, it would be more so of like in a protection, you know, of myself type of thing. Because I wouldn't want to hurt my kid. Like I just can't see myself hurting my kid. So for T.I. to feel like I'm gonna run up on you like a dude on the street, then that means the feeling that King feels is necessary. It's not, he's not over exaggerating. He's not doing any of that, because again, if he could look at you as like, you're not my father, you are a visitor basically, and we share the same DNA, it's sperm donor, and you looking at him as basically like the sperm you donated, then I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. Because if he was a good father, a really good, like literally raised this boy from ground up, you will love him too much to want to hurt him. So to run up on him, put your hand, you're always going to want to be in protection mode, okay? Because it's all for the social media, you know, and things like that. Like T.I. has a narcissistic mental wrap around social media, and here's proof. Here's proof, because we see today that he's wrapping his hands around his son's throat, but whole time, let's get into this. Where is it right here? T.I. challenged to by Charleston White after he beefed with rapper's son King. So when Charleston White and T.I. had got into it, T.I. made a diss track about Charleston White, all of this stuff, because Charleston White had selective words to say about King because it was public, because it was all over the internet. King was responding to Charleston, you know, and all that. All of a sudden, here comes T.I. to the rescue. Okay, well, allegedly, T.I., today at this game, King started turning up because allegedly, now you know he looked like a mosquito. So allegedly, it was people and I don't like to come in receipt at this game. Now it says right here, rapper T.I. and singer Tiny Harris get into altercation with son King Harris over them not defending him against bullies. Allegedly, T.I. had to go upside King's head in Atlanta. So I find it mighty weird that you're willing to defend King, you know, because the broadcasted places, because blogs and everything is showing it, you know, because he cares a lot about the Shade Room and T.I. He cares a lot about what the Shade Room has to say and neighborhood talk and, you know, TMZ, you know, he cares, you know, about what all these people have to say. But there's somebody literally coming for your kid, and you have the opportunity to defend your kid, and you do not take it. So if you're not taking it, and his anger stemmed onto you, I feel that it's because of hurt that is already inside of King. I feel that King is already hurt by both parties. He's hurt by Tiny, and he's hurt because, see, I feel like he would never respond to his grandmother like that. How he was responding when Tiny was in front of him telling him to calm down, then he would not calm down. At even one point, he pushed her, you know, and whatnot. I don't feel like he would treat his grandmother like that. I don't, because there's too much respect. He loves her. He has too much respect for her to act that way. If he was at that game with his grandmother, like sitting next to her, this wouldn't have happened. Because if she would have told him to calm down, he would have, because of the respect level. But you basically got two strangers trying to tell you to calm down. It's like, get on my face. And then on the other side, you got him over here acting like he can get beat up. So like, that's how he's approaching it. Like, y'all, he's not approaching it like, oh, I'm this spoiled kid. That no, I don't feel like it's that. I really don't. I don't feel like that has anything to do with it. I don't. I think it's issues that have been there for a long time. And it just spilled out into the public. I don't think this is the first time King and T.I. has had a really heated confrontation like this. And I think that this is why King or T.I. stood up on over there and literally him, because this is not the first time this has happened. I don't think it's happened publicly. I think this is the first time of that, but it happening in general, no. This is not their first outburst. This is not their first scuffle. It absolutely is not. I don't. Shout out to the over 3,000 people in the building right now. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So I'm not looking at it from, oh, King spoiled. He's disrespectful. He is all of those things. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like this is what's showing right here. This is what his own parents. So it's not like, oh, well, he's not thankful for materialistic things. That has nothing to, because that's how T.I. and Tiny are. You know, we make sure they have everything they need. We make sure whoever's babysitting them have all the money that they need and whatnot. Okay, well, that's what they're going to respect. A kid spend enough time with a nanny, you know, and all of that stuff. Eventually, they're going to start to look at them as their parent. They're going to start to be more excited to come home and tell the nanny that they got good grades, and tell the nanny what then coming to tell you. Like that's what happens. If the granny or the grandpa or the aunt or uncle, you know, whoever is taking care of said person, that's who they're going to look to. So King has respect just for certain people. They're just not on a respect them list. Not at all. What King gives is, I would rather have nothing and have y'all be my parents than y'all be my parents and have what I have now, because it's just a bunch of chaos and confusion. He has no direction in life. He doesn't know where he's going in life. They truly don't support them. Showing up to something that they have, don't get me wrong, that's support. But supporting them would be y'all doing what y'all did when y'all exploited them. Y'all can exploit them, but y'all don't want to support them. Like, that's mad crazy. Mad crazy. Because y'all should be using all the connections y'all got in the world to make sure Messiah, you know, and all of them, Domani, that their music careers soar. You know, like y'all should be doing all of that. All of that, getting as involved as you can. Y'all older now. So with y'all, with T.I. and Tiny being older, it's a different type of support that y'all can offer y'all kids now. Okay. And y'all wondering why. I'm sure their siblings love Eris, but why they probably, you know, kind of have this energy towards her. And I'm not saying that it's like a literal thing, because she's innocent. Like, she's so cute. Cute little innocent thing and whatnot. But there can be some animosity there with y'all, not Eris, because she may view the life that y'all giving her is not the life that y'all gave them. So y'all at Eris recitals, y'all pubbing her singing, and super supporting it, you know, and what, like, I mean, y'all putting so much energy into her, and I mean, her own businesses, all of. So they're a little spiteful towards her. I could totally get it, because they're saying something that they've never saw. You know, they don't have anything to do with her, you know, so that's why I don't feel like they would be angry with her. I feel like the animosity would be because of her, but they take it out on you. You know, take it out on y'all, because y'all the reason. Like, y'all could, the same lifestyle y'all giving her, y'all could have gave us. Because maybe they would have turned out different. Maybe. Zanique's been chasing a failed career. You know, I love her down. I think she's a beautiful girl, talented girl, but she just doesn't have the it factor. Like, she just doesn't have it. You know, and what's going to push you through the industry. She's always relied so much on Tiny. So she don't have it. You know, now she got a baby, unmarried, you know, and whatnot. I don't think that was necessarily in the cards for her. But I think if she had two parents, if she had the actual family hustle, how y'all tried to push it and make it seem like y'all lives were, I think Zanique would have turned out different. I think Domani would have, I mean, although Domani and Messiah are unproblematic, they're good guys, you know, and whatnot. They're not out here, you know, like King is. It's always one child that, because you can raise all of your children in the same household and they all turn out differently, right? But there's always going to be a boisterous child, a child that is going to be very outspoken. And, you know, like in the Kardashians, they got Mason. You know, like Mason, he don't hold back. Now, since they took Mason away, now it's North. Now, you know, North, she doesn't hold back. You know, she's going to tell you exactly how she feels. She's not going to fake this thing. She's not going to do this and that for the cat. Like, she's not going to, she's a kid, you know, so she's just going to, you know, uncut and raw about what she's saying. And I feel like King is the one in their family. He's the one that's going to let it be known. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. He's not going to do any of that, because that's what you do when you respect the people that raised you. When you respect them, like Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir, it would be so hard to get a secret out of them about the Knowles, I mean, the Carter family. It would be so hard to get, because they respect their mother and their father so much. Jay-Z and Beyonce have been wonderful parents. You can see it in their children already, that they've been wonderful parents. That wonderful, wonderful parents. So I feel like Blue Ivy and the other children are going to have so much respect, you know, for their parents that they already do, that it would be really hard to get them to say anything about anything. Or I just think that they're going to be really unproblematic because of the raising, you know, the people that are raising them, you know, and whatnot. And unfortunately, you know, Tiny was too worried about chasing T.I. Tiny is definitely the stereotypical woman that chases a man. Everything is about the man. Like, everything is about the man. Of course, she loves and adores her children, but they go on the back burner. Everything is about the man. Everything is about the man. That's what the energy that she gives. And I said that because Zanique, when she cried, I felt really bad for her. I was like, wow, you know, because we have no idea. You know, we thinking that, you know, not that they're a perfect family, but we are thinking that they're close. You know, judging from the show and whatnot, you would think that they were close, that they were, you know, pretty close in their family. But for T.I. to be yoking up his own son, you know, and whatnot, because I still do not approve of that. I don't think that is cool, because what does that do? Okay, so you yoked your son up. Now what? You think he's going to respect you now? You think just all of a sudden he's just going to get his act together? And what? No. Absence is what makes him disrespectful. T.I. But you so smart. You so this, you so that. You want to go around preaching and telling everybody else what to do and how to live their life, but don't want to practice what you preach. Like, I find that mad weird that you will want to go around trying to dictate others' situation and not even worry about your own because you're one to talk. You know, you're making sure that Deja's hymen is still intact, but you're not making sure that she's not harming herself, that she's not cutting anymore. Like that's not on, you know, your list of things to make sure isn't happening. But that hymen better be intact. What? So instead of checking grades, you checking hymens? I don't know, a hymen was a grade. I don't know you could pass or fail that. Shows how toxic you are. To humiliate Deja like that, which probably got her back into self-harming and whatnot. She was humiliated. Why would she not be humiliated? And it's not being humiliated by the fact that people know that she's a virgin. It's people knowing that you check. That was what was humiliating about this situation. Like it's like, why are you checking? What does that matter to you? She does not belong to you. She's not a product. She's a person. I have 2 daughters. Neither one of their bodies belong to me. I always tell them that I would encourage them to come and speak to me about, like, if they're starting to think about it or having a boyfriend and there's conversations and stuff trying to come up, I'd rather them come and talk to me about it. And after we have our conversation, then we can go get them on birth control, you know, and stuff like that, so that it can be healthy. I don't need to know that they're doing it. I don't need to know when they're doing it. None of that information, it doesn't, that's none of my business. You know, it's none of my business. It's still, that's my daughters, that's their body, it's their temple, and you can't be everywhere. So they can do it anywhere. So I can't have eyes on them 24/7. So I'd rather trust them and educate them, because the more educated they are, the more things you can prevent. So, but their bodies don't belong to me. Like, I don't need to know when they're doing anything. I do feel like as a parent, I deserve to know when they're thinking about it, because then there's other precautions that I need to step in and make sure are being done. And then, you know, fly birdie fly, you know, is how I look at it. But it's not my responsibility to be like, you can do this and you can't do that. Like, they're still going to do it one day. I mean, like, it's inevitable, you know? So while it is, I feel like, you know, just make sure that they're protected. But what he did to her was mortifying, because no one needed to know that. And not, again, it's not the virgin part. I don't think that's what bothered Deja. I think it was that he was letting people know that he checks. Like, gross. Like, why is that something to check? And she's going to get a pap smear or something like that. Checking a hymen usually has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 3,000 people in the building. Please hit the like. So yeah, I'm like, well, why is hymen even coming up? Gross. And he thought like because he sits outside that's still not controlling and toxic. Because, well, I'm not in there while it's happening. So what? Like, you're not supposed to even really know about it. Like, what is wrong with you? So yeah, that is very so much weird. But let's listen to the video again. I would like to hear you guys' thoughts. I saw in the chat someone asked, can T.I. be charged with what he did to his son? I have no idea. I'm assuming he can, because I mean they're both adults. So I'm assuming he can, but I mean, will charges be filed? I don't know. I have no idea. But let's listen to this video one more time.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Like, man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me. A mystery about here.
I know you though.
Man,
I know you
get your
though.
fat ass
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you
You
mean?
are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Like, man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me. A mystery.
Shout out to Miss Ray for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Yeah, I agree. He is disrespectful. I agree. King is disrespectful, but as a father, I just feel like T.I. did not have to take it there. At this fake person that he projects himself to be, so understanding and all of that, I just don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool that he handled it that way. And I'm not going to. Now, I do feel like King should have been checked. And you can check him by your mouth, because how I'm set up, how when it comes to me and my parenting, let one of my sons yell at me or anything like that. When I say something, that's what I say. When I say shut up, they shut up. And not that I'm literally saying it like that, but I mean, if it got to that point, I demand respect because I give it to my children. So I'm demanding it. Okay? So my children are going to approach me like this. They're not going to do it. King was recording. He went live. King was live with the phone in his hand. But yeah, and I think that King wanted this to be out there. I think he wanted people to see, how his dad treats him, how his father treats him. Because in the public, he makes it look completely different from what it actually is. Okay? And how we set up, if you had a good father, if your father was in your life and he did what he needed to do for you, male or female, you're not approaching him like King is approaching T.I. You're not approaching him like it's just not happening. King was not raised to be disrespectful. Even while on TV, he would have been just disrespectful if that's just who he was. He wasn't. I mean, he was a jokester, and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't like uncontrollable, and stuff like that. No, King, he's not like that. So I feel like this energy is coming from, there is just no respect there because of from him being absent. This is where this energy comes from. If your parent hasn't been there for you, this is how you act. If your dad or mom in and out of your life type of situation, and then something happened and they trying to tell you what to do, this is how you respond. Honestly, if your parent been there for you, you're not responding like this. If you respect your parent and love your parent, you're not responding like this. It's not happening. It's not. That's why I said my children would approach me like this in this manner because I'm a father, like a dad, So when it comes to T.I., he's not. That's the difference between us. I raised and am raising my children, and he was in and out, revolving door. And it's the same thing with Tiny, revolving door. So with it being a revolving door, it's hard to respect that. Kids respect consistency. That's why all children need consistency and stability in their life. They need someone stable consistently. Okay? And they need to be showered in love. Showered in it. Not showered in it when there's cameras around. Shout out to KK for the super sticker. She says T.I. has been toxic for a very long time. A very, very, very long time. A very long time. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you. But yeah, I'm like he's responding like this for a reason. I do not approve of how King is handling the situation. I don't even feeling that way about T.I. or feeling that way about Tiny. They're still your parents. So there should still be a line. And with King, there's no line. So with no line, that means that there's literally no respect. You usually draw lines, even if, you know, you're just a combative, rebellious, you know, type of individual. But the problem is that people keep looking at King as a child. He's not a child. He's an adult. And with him being a young adult, I'm not, you know, a young adult, he still has the mentality of a teenager. See, to us, mostly, you know, us, it was years and years ago when we were teenagers, not him. I mean, he could blink and be just like the other day. He was a teenager. You know, a couple years back, you know, I was a teenager. So that part of him isn't gone. So the issues that he has internally with T.I., I would say that to work on them. I would, instead of combat your son, figure out why he feels how he feels. Figure that part out, because you may not be able to fix it, but over time, maybe y'all can heal from it, you know, and together. But T.I. already gives the image that that's who he is, you know. I'm a stand-up guy. I'm a stand-up father. And all of them, why are you choking your son? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yes, King did say that his grandmother raised him, that he lived with his grandmother. He did state that. He absolutely did. And that's why she gets the respect that Tiny and T.I. never will. That's why she gets the respect that they never will. Why people film and everything. I don't think it was people, it was King. The phone is in King's hand. Let's watch this video again, and I want everybody to notice how King is recording. This is King's live. He is recording.
I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
What is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
Yes. And it is, do you think he knew he was recording? No. I don't think I don't think he knew. I don't think Tiny knew. Him saying he stand on business, he got that from his father. T.I. says that. He got that from his dad. That's why he was saying it. He was saying it to T.I. because it's what T.I. says, that he stands on business. It is very sad. I would agree. I would agree. It's a sad situation because this is their family. You know, like those are his literal parents, you know, mom and dad. So for them to be going through this isn't anything that I would hope or want for them. It is sad. But what the true sad part about it is that they don't think that it's anything wrong. King is acting like this because he is hurt. He is absolutely hurt. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. It is. Shout out to Couture Bay. No, it is. And I would say, you know, that what the true sad part about it is that T.I. and Tiny don't feel that there's anything that they need to do, you know, like on their end. Because if he's acting like this, he's not just acting like this with them, he's acting like this in other places and around other people. Very short-tempered. But he's very short-tempered because, again, who knows what happened to him? Now, we done all live with other people, and sometimes when you're living with people, things happen. Rather somebody physically harmed you, rather somebody emotionally harmed you, rather somebody sexually harmed you. Who knows? When you're staying with people, you know, and whatnot, who knows? So that hurt could come from so many different places, you know, and if something happens to you and because we all look at our parents as our natural protectors. So if something happens and your parent does not protect you from it and they don't even know about it, you know, a type of situation, you will still take that out on them. You will. You'll take it out on them. You will hurt them. You will. And a lot of times when certain things have happened to you, you run from it. You run from it. You absolutely do. We know that he is spoiled, but the other children are spoiled too. Why aren't they acting the same way? Okay. Why is Messiah not at games, Hawk games, getting choked by his dad Why is this not happening to Damani? Why is this not happening to Major? Why is this just King? Why isn't any of the other kids in and out of jail, you know, and whatnot? Why is it King? Why King is getting into public beefs with people, running down on people, you know, all that, hanging with the wrong crowd? Why that's King? Like, it's not all of the kids, it's because they were all spoiled. All of them, not just King, they were all spoiled. Okay. You know, I believe the behavior comes from somewhere. I do. I don't know exactly what. I'm not gonna put any words into King's mouth. Only King knows, you know, why he acts the way he acts. But I do feel that it is influenced by him feeling like his parents is not there for him. Like, his parents not being there for. Let me show y'all this video. Hold on real quick. Let me pull this up. This is something that I feel like can show you what I'm talking about better than I can tell you. Let me pull this up, because you truly never know what a person is going through. And just because they don't wear it on their shoulder, you know, it does not mean that they are truly not going through. So whose page was that on? I think it was on Jason's. It was on Jason Lee's. Hang on one second. I'm going to pull this up. It was a video he shared. Yeah, here it is. So you truly never know what a person's going through. And I want you guys to watch this really short video. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So it's this guy that's walking around and he's randomly handing people flowers, right? And he hands this, and the young boy grabs the flowers, and he hands him a note after the flowers. And the note says, "I hope you heal from the things you don't talk about." Okay, so the boy reads the letter right here, or the note right here. He reads it, and this is his reaction. He bursts out and says he just breaks down crying. So you truly never know. Yeah, I'm not having the sound on because it's music. You truly never know what a person is going through. You truly never know. Now, this kid could be one of the most spoiled people ever. He could come from privilege and all that. It still does not mean that he has not been through something. And there's a lot of things that we just don't talk about. So just because we don't talk about them, don't means that they don't exist, that they're not there, that we're not hurting on the inside. And I think the powerful thing in the message was, I hope you heal from the things you don't talk about. You know how many people we walk past every single day that have all of these secrets on the inside of them that are destroying them, but they walk around smiling, you know, just like nothing is wrong. Like they are completely fine when they are, it's just so much going on with them, you know, internally. So who knows what King is going through? Who knows? It could be from them being absent. It could be from who knows what happened to him. But I think it would be better as a father. I would want to investigate. I would want to figure out why my son is so angry. Like, why is he so mad? You know, like what's going on, you know? So I would definitely be seeking answers versus then, you know, trying to do this to my own kid. It's like the boy is clearly going through something. What he's going through, we don't exactly know. But as a father, I believe it, and as you know, Tiny being his mother, I believe it is their responsibility to find out what is going on with their son. Like, figure out what's going on with him, because he could get hurt out here, you know, in these streets. You know, not everybody gonna react like y'all. Not everybody gonna try to calm him down. Not everybody's going to do that. So I mean, who knows, what he has going on. And a lot of times we just judge people before we hear them out. So the school call home, tell us our kid did something. As soon as they get in the house, sometimes we won't even let them speak. Sometimes we don't even let them speak. We just jump right on the throat, immediately. And if we would have let them talk, maybe we would have found out something that we didn't know. But since we were so quick to jump down their throat, now they don't even want to tell us. So now it just goes right back inside, and now they're still acting out. They're still this, they're still that, and whatnot. So I think that it's important for them to figure out, why does he feel this way? And number one, why does he feel this way about T.I.? It seemed like the anger is more towards T.I. Than his mother. He seems really angry with Tip. Now, only he know why. But the anger does tend to be more at him. And then if you look at Zanique, her anger tends to be more at her mom. But it's hard to be mad at somebody you love, right? So like when you love your mom, your mom will do anything for you, that they, broke their back for you, worked hard for you, and whatnot. It's hard to be mad at them. It's hard to be disappointed, in someone that has done so much for you. But it's good to feel the disappointment, because then you get to talk about it and you get to get over it. It's hard to get over something. So if Zanique is feeling left out, if Zanique is feeling like her mom's not doing this, her mom's not doing that, then as an adult, it's for Zanique to say something. It's not because how's Tiny going to know if she doesn't speak? And I think a lot of what Zanique has said in the past about her mother, I think it hurt. She didn't know. I think Tiny found out when we found out, instead of her having this conversation with her mother and then having it like aloud. I think that's why Zanique started crying, because I don't think her mom knew. I don't think she's ever been able to have that conversation with her mom, but she knows her mom's going to hear it. So I feel like it hurt her, to be like, oh, wow. Like, I really don't want her to be disappointed in me, or to feel like, so, because Zanique's a mom now, so she knows how important, that role is. So, yeah, I just think they need to figure it out. I think they need to figure it out 100%. This is a sad situation. It's unfortunate. But my anger is more so with T.I. I'm always going to be looking at the people that know better to know better. He knows better. You know better. This is your son. And if he feels some way, figure out why. What does this do? Okay, you yoked him up and all of that stuff. You feel better? You feel better? Because I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't feel good about what you did. You let anger take over. So if it's taken over here, it's taken over other places too. Other places too. When you see him at the end of this camera and whatnot, he is literally king him. Literally. Like, Archie like, and although King brought the energy on, he wasn't trying to fight T.I. He wasn't trying to put his hands on T.I. He wasn't, because he could have. He didn't. He let T.I. him. He let him. And because that little piece of "you're my father," I think wouldn't allow King to do so. I feel like it wouldn't allow him to. It's in him. It's in all of us, But I think that he still is just like, this is my dad, So yeah, I don't approve of how King handled it, and I don't approve of how T.I. handled it either. I don't feel like T.I. is just for what he did. You didn't need to do that, and that wasn't necessary. I'd grab my son up if I needed to, and to like take him up out of there, like before I'm gonna be literally strangle him in front of people. Like, what? Like, this is your kid. You're live online talking about how you'll protect him, how you'll do this, how you'll do that. But then doesn't make any sense to me. That it doesn't make any sense to me at all whatsoever. It doesn't. And I think T.I. only did that because he didn't know that King was recording. If he knew King was recording, he would not have handled it like that, because T.I. cares too much about his image. He cares way too much about his image to have done that with the cameras rolling. So yeah, that's why it's funny. Earlier, the person in the chat says, "Oh, you're calling a kid ugly?" No, Because if I'm calling the kid ugly, then he's choking one. Which one you more mad at? I'll wait. Because if I'm saying one is unattractive, then you're not. So yeah, I would encourage T.I. and Tiny to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's wrong with King. What happened? You know, instead of keep going to events and and stuff like that, hand in hand and whatnot, trying to make it seem like everything is hunky dory. It's not, and I feel like it's getting worse. I don't think it's getting better. So if I was him, I would definitely talk to someone. Absolutely would. Thank you all so much for being here. We will be live with an update on this situation as more information comes out. We will be back with some more Diddy tea. We have some more T, his assistant, ex-assistant, came out and spoke on to him and called him a monster, and whatnot. So we will be getting into that. That's pretty much all I have on this. It's a sad situation, and there's not a lot of information out about it, so I don't want to keep talking your head off and saying the same things over and over. Shout out to the replay gang. Please hit the like on the replay. So we will be back here pretty soon. Just let me get some stuff together. But yeah, so this is all I have to say about this as of right now. Sad situation. It's unfortunate that this happened. It's unfortunate. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Cut it right here. I don't want the live to be too long. And we will be back. But until then, I love you guys. Bye.